I've been holding this in, but what went down last Friday has been brewing for years, and I'm done holding back. My mom retired after 33 years as a high school English teacher. Big celebration at my parents' place, about 40 guests. Extended family, dad's coworkers, mom's fellow teachers. I'm 36, still get invited to these family gatherings, but I'm treated like the perennial loser who can't get his act together. My older brother, Marcus, 41, is in pharmaceutical sales, pulling in good money, married with 2 kids, the family's pride and joy. My sister, Vicky, 33, works in hospital administration, engaged to some finance guy named David, also a star in their eyes. Then there's me, the one they think can't keep a job, supposedly begging dad for gas money, allegedly fired from Best Buy 6 years ago for stealing break room snacks. That's not what happened, but I'll get to that. I arrived at mom's party around 6 p.m. Friday, carrying a modest bouquet of mixed flowers from the supermarket, maybe $15, just trying to show some respect. Walked through the living room, greeted a few relatives, and headed to the kitchen where mom was setting out appetizers with Vicky and her friend Marley. I handed mom the flowers, congratulated her on her retirement. She took them, stared at them for a beat, then turned to the packed kitchen holding the bouquet aloft. In a voice loud enough for everyone, she declared, "Look at this, everyone. He thinks a $5 grocery store bouquet makes up for 36 years of being a total letdown." The kitchen fell silent for a moment. Then Marcus, leaning on the counter with a beer, burst out laughing, cracking a joke about whether I'd paid for the flowers with food stamps. A few of Dad's buddies snickered. Vicky chimed in, saying it was pathetic I still thought I was welcome there. I stood there, empty-handed, as Mom tossed the flowers onto the counter like they were trash. Dad strolled into the kitchen just then, glass of bourbon raised, and gave a toast to his wife, praising her for raising one successful son and one who still needed gas money handouts at my age. More laughs. One of Dad's pals, a guy named Jackson I'd barely met, asked if I was the one canned from Best Buy for stealing. Mom nodded, smirking, saying, "Yep, swiping food from the break room," like it was the funniest anecdote she'd ever shared. The room erupted in laughter. People doubled over, someone joking I probably stole the flowers too. I forced a smile, set my empty hands on the counter next to the discarded bouquet, walked through the living room past smirking relatives, and drove back to my apartment. What they don't know is what I've been working toward for 6 years, what I've been waiting for them to push me far enough to unleash. 6 years ago, I was 29, working at Best Buy in the phone department, earning decent money but nothing flashy. I was dating a woman named Carrie, together for 8 months, talking about sharing an apartment. One Sunday, I was at my parents' house, helping Dad install a ceiling fan in the spare room. Mom, Marcus, and Vicky were downstairs in the kitchen. I went down for a drink of water and overheard something I wasn't meant to. Mom was telling Marcus and Vicky how I'd been caught taking food from the Best Buy break room, how management had reprimanded me, how humiliated she was that her son was stealing like some desperate drifter. Marcus called me a loser, always had been. Vicky agreed, saying Carrie would soon see through me. None of it was true. I'd never stolen from Best Buy. I can't tell you the full story in short. To watch the full story, click the related link below.